welcome to Colchester Zoo. My name is Lizzie and I'm one of the primate keepers here at the zoo. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about orangutans out in the wild and their conservation. There are 3 different species of orangutans, as here at the zoo are Bornean orangutans, but then we've got the Sumatran orangutan and the newly discovered Tapanuli orangutan. The Tapanuli orangutan is now considered to be the most endangered great ape species there is, with only around 800 individuals left in the wild. Now all 3 species are critically endangered, and this is the highest level of threat that these guys can face before becoming extinct. Sadly, a lot of the threats are due to us humans, one of which is something called deforestation. So this is where we're cutting down the trees to make way for new farms, new roads and new villages. So there's something else called habitat fragmentation. This is where you cut down the forest into smaller areas of land that they can't easily access. So for example, if you take a large forest and put a road straight through the middle of that forest, you're then making 2 smaller areas that they can't easily get between. So one of the other threats to orangutans out in the wild is something called palm oil. Palm oil is a vegetable oil that is in anything and everything from the foods that we eat, so things like crisps, chocolate and biscuits, to things like cosmetic products, cleaning products and bathroom products. Now palm oil itself is actually a very good crop. It produces a lot of oil for a small amount of space that it grows in. However, if it's grown incorrectly and the farmers don't know how to grow it properly, they're going to be cutting down more and more trees in order to make way for this ever-growing demand for the product. However, as it is such a good product and makes so much oil for such a small amount of space, what the best thing that we can do at this moment in time is look out for something called sustainable palm oil. And sustainable palm oil means that the farmers are taught how to use the land that they've already got. They're taught how to not cut down more trees, how to not have things such as fires which are destroying orangutan habitats, and they're taught how to protect the orangutans out in the wild. Now this is getting easier and easier for us to look out for sustainable palm oil nowadays, because it's on a lot of the packaging of products that we're using. And if it isn't, if you have a look online, a lot of the websites for big supermarkets and big brands are now saying if they're using sustainable palm oil, and if not, when they're going to use it. So if you come to the zoo, you're helping support orangutans out in the wild because you're supporting our own charity, Action for the Wild. And Action for the Wild works with many conservation charities across the globe, not just with orangutans but with many different species. And all the money that you guys help us raise goes towards all these charities across the globe.